Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Gurukul Academy. How is your 10th class board exam preparation going on? I'm sure you're all working very hard with your wholehearted preparation being put into it. I'm sure you have already finished with at least two pre-board exams, and most of you may be in the midst of your last pre-board exams. Now, let me tell you why attempting the pre-board is so important. See, actually, your pre-board exams are actually modeled on the basis of the question pattern that is most likely to be asked in your final examination. So, attempting the pre boards will actually give you an edge. It will make you familiarize yourself with the question paper pattern that is going to be asked in your final examination. So, my dear students, please do not skip your pre board examinations. Whatever is possible, in whatever way is possible for you to revise for the pre board exams, please do so. And please attempt your pre board exam so that you are going to get the question paper and you are going to analyze the kind of questions that have been asked in your pre boards, and that you can use to practice after your pre-board exams are over. Now, by now, your syllabus revision must have been completed. Ideally, any student will see that his syllabus revision is completed by January end. Why? Because, see, you have started off with your pre-boards from December onwards. Most of the schools have conducted one pre-boards at the end of December. Many schools have conducted one more pre-board after the Pongal vacation, and now they are actually conducting a last pre-board. So, attempting these three boards will have actually covered your entire syllabus. So, if your syllabus is still not completed, please do so very soon. Why? Because we have got exactly 15 days for your board exams to start. You have to see that your syllabus revision is done. Now, in your syllabus, you are going to come across topics which are easy. You are going to come across topics which are moderate. You are going to come across topics which are hard. So, accordingly, you have to prioritize your study. I would recommend that the concepts which are tough, the concepts which are hard, need to be attended to first. So, my dear students, still if you have any doubts regarding the concepts of whether it is biology, whether it's physics, chemistry, maths, or any language, see that you are getting all your doubts cleared first. Concept clarity is very, very essential for an efficient exam preparation. If you still have even 1% doubt, see that you get it cleared immediately, either from your teacher or from your tutor, your tuition teacher, or from your friends or from your mentor. It can be anybody who could be guiding you at this time. So please do not have even 1% doubt, whether it is your languages, whether your subject. See that you are getting all your doubts clear. Then the second tip would be, please be in touch with your concerned subject teacher. That is very important, whether it's your maths, physics, chemistry, languages. See that you are in touch with your concerned subject teacher and you are getting all your doubts cleared. See that you are building up on your concepts. Having concept clarity, especially in subjects like physics, chemistry, biology, is very, very important to clear your board exams. So, my dear students, having conceptual understanding, conceptual depth, conceptual clarity is very, very important. Why? Because in your board exams, there is 50% competency based questions are going to be asked. So, my dear students, see that you are very, very strong in your concepts. Start attempting the sample papers. The board also has released 30 sample papers and it is available on their website. Apart from that, you are getting Oswald sample papers, you are getting EduCard, you are getting Arihant sample papers. And apart from that, board has also released right in the first week of September the sample paper that is meant for your board 2025 examination. I hope you have gone through that board released sample paper, and I'm sure you have solved it also. So, my dear students, I hope you have already started solving either from your Oswald or from EduCard or from Arihant or the CBSE released sample papers. Now, I'll tell you why solving the sample papers is so important. Why? Because these sample papers are actually based on your actual paper pattern. Now, as I said, there are going to be 50% competency based questions, especially in your maths, physics, chemistry, social, uh, biology. So attempting the sample papers will give you a very good practice. 50% competency based questions. So there is more of MCQs, more of assertion reasoning, more of these 2 marks questions that are going to test your conceptual understanding of the subject. So, my dear students, please start solving the sample papers at the earliest, because it will give you very good practice of the questions that are most likely to be asked in your board exams. And moreover, solving the sample papers or solving the model papers will make you familiarize yourself with the question paper pattern. And moreover, time management is very important. So when you start solving the sample paper, see that you are keeping a timer beside you. So 3 hours, ideally it's a 3-hour question paper. See that you are choosing a quiet corner or a study room in your house, and see that the room is well ventilated. Keep a water bottle with you. Start the timer for an efficient time management, and see that you are finishing the paper within the stipulated 3 hours. So by like if you start practicing solving the sample paper, keeping a timer with you, that will give you a very good idea of how much time you are taking to solve each section. So that will give you very good practice, and it will make you familiar with how to manage your time efficiently. Which section is taking more time, which section is taking less time. So you have to like gauge for yourself, like how much time you are taking to attempt one section, whether it is section A, section B, section C. So see, you can answer the paper in whatever order you prefer, but see that you are allotting sufficient time to attempt every section. And at the same time, I would recommend that you finish solving your question paper. See that at least the last 15 minutes are left for you. See that just don't hurry up, and don't don't allow yourself to sit till where examiner is forced to take away the answer sheet from you. Don't allow yourself that kind of what I can say is, don't stretch yourself to that extent where your examiner is actually forced to take away that answer sheet from you without you properly evaluating what you have written. See that ideally you are completing solving your answer paper at least 15 minutes before, or at least 10 minutes before, so that once you finish writing the paper, at least 10 minutes time if you have, then that will give you a very good time to just go through what you have written, any mistakes that you have done, any question that you have overlooked, and you can attempt it again. And that will also give you the time to relax and see that all the questions have been attempted, see that all the questions are in order, and please avoid overwriting and striking off. Maintaining neatness in your answer sheet is very, very important. And along with that, I would suggest that for social studies, you have to write what we call as the bullet points. See that you are using some keywords, some strong keywords you have to use and highlight and make your answer as attractive as presentable as possible. So see that you are presenting, writing and presentation, maintaining neatness is very, very important, and you are going to do that only by solving your sample papers. See, by putting a timer, start solving the sample paper and assess for yourself how much time you are taking to solve each section. Are you spending more time on the reading comprehension in English? Are you taking more time in the writing skills, especially in the languages? How much time you are giving to each section? That is very, very important. So rather than just going and attempting everything in the examination hall, why don't you start practicing right now in your home? So you have to choose a quiet study corner in your home without any distractions, with sufficient ventilation. Keep a water bottle with you, switch on the timer and start solving, and see that within 3 hours you are completing solving the sample paper, and then you are going to analyze it. Answers are provided, see what you have written, how much you have written, or anything needs correction. So all that you have to do now, so as to familiarize yourself with the board pattern. Now, I know most of you are anxious, most of you are tense, most of you are worried, like, is my preparation enough? What I'm studying, is it going to make its way in the paper? What if, like, suppose I skip a few topics and only those questions are going to come, then how am I going to answer? See, all these doubts are very, very common in a student's mind at this point of time. So, my dear students, leave aside all kinds of anxiety. Leave aside all kinds of self-doubt and build up that confidence in you that yes, this is my board exam, and every student is going to attempt board exam only once in your lifetime. So, my dear students, I would say, leave aside, you have to keep aside all that self-doubt that you may be getting at this time. You have to keep away from all kinds of negative distractions. You have to keep aside all your social media distractions. Keep away from all that Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media platform that you are in. Switch off from all kinds of negative talk at home also. And I would say even parents also should provide the right kind of atmosphere to your children at home. Keep away from comparing your children with others, with your friends, with your relatives. See, every child is unique. Every child has his own talent, and you are going to give your best in this board exams. So start start with writing every day a quote or a self-affirmation that yes, it is going to be my day today. I'm going to give my 100%. I'm going to prepare well for my board exams, because it's only once that I'm going to appear for my board exams. Every student will get only one chance to appear for the board exams, and it is now. So, my dear students, please set aside all kinds of negative talk, negative distraction, whatever is worrying you. You have to keep everything aside and immerse yourself in 100% efficient preparation. So, start with those concepts that you are not confident about. Start with those subjects which you find hard. You have to prioritize it first, and then the easier ones can be revised later. Now, get in touch with your subject teachers, get in touch with your friends, get in touch with your tutors, get in touch with your mentors, and see that even 1% doubt also you should not have related to any subject. So organize yourself, make a timetable that suits your priority, and see that you are allotting sufficient time to revise the subjects. You are giving sufficient time to all the subjects, and every day you are solving at least one sample paper from every subject. That is very, very important now. So, my dear students, in order to keep yourself calm. You have to keep yourself calm. See that you don't worry unnecessarily. Keep away from all kinds of anxiety, negative talk, negative distractions. I would recommend that every day some kind of physical activity is very, very important. So take a break from your studies, take a break from your study schedule, go out for walks or engage yourself in some sport or a hobby. If you're fond of music, if you're fond of singing, please sing for yourself. If you're fond of any instrumental music, see that you are playing the music for some time, play your instrument. Or if you are into yoga and meditation, that is really the best. You can listen to some positive quotes, you can listen to some talks, you can meditate whether in the morning or evening, whenever it suits you, and see that you are allotting some time for physical activity and for your hobbies also. If you're fond of reading a storybook, please do so. If you're fond of reading, if you can you have to allot some time for your hobbies, for your personal interests, so that your mind is calm, your mind is cool, your mind is relaxed. And my dear students, please avoid eating outside, avoid eating street food, avoid eating junk food. Eat freshly prepared, healthy, nutritious food at this point of time. Avoid eating outside food, which is unhealthy, unhygienic. So avoid falling sick for eating outside unnecessarily. See that your diet now is balanced, healthy, nutritious, full of fruits, vegetables, and eat as much of salads as possible. Eat sprouts, drink fruit juices, keep yourself hydrated. That is very important. So taking care of your body, taking care of your mind is also very, very essential for an efficient exam preparation. Avoid cramming, avoid last minute preparation. That is not at all recommended. Be confident of whatever you have prepared. Even if you are thorough with 60 or 70% of the syllabus, be confident about it. Be confident, yes, this is what I have prepared and I am going to attempt it. So don't worry, don't compare yourself with your friends, don't compare yourself with your friends' marks, don't compare yourself, say, with your cousins or some distant relative who may have done well in their board exams. And please, I request all the parents to maintain a good, positive, and a healthy, encouraging environment in their home. Please don't compare your children with your siblings' children or your relatives or your cousins or some family members who may have cracked the boards and they may have scored, say, some 96 or 97%, and your child may not be able to score. That's okay. It's okay. It's absolutely okay. Every child has his own potential. Please encourage your child to give his or her level best. See that all the stress doesn't add up. See that your child is relaxed. Provide a good, healthy, encouraging environment at home where your child feels free. Let your child speak to you. Speak to your child. Speak to your child. Spend some time with your child. Sit with your child. And just try to find out how much syllabus he has completed, how much is still yet to be done. If you are able to help him, please do so. If you are able to sit with your child, help him or her with any subject, please do so. Otherwise also it's okay. If your child needs any extra support in the form of, say, some tuitions or some extra classes, please arrange for it. It's really helpful that your child finds a good tutor at this point of time who is able to help him or her out of the stress. So, my dear students, my dear parents, I hope you find all the tips very, very good. And last but not the least, I would advise you to organize yourself. Prioritize yourself. Yes, this is what I have to study. Break your study schedule into achievable tasks. Yes, in 1 hour or 2 hours, I'm going to study this much today. So prepare a detailed study timetable which you find it convenient and suits your requirements. And don't compare your timetable with that of your friends or your cousin or whoever is appearing for the board exams. See, your needs are different, their needs are different. So please make a timetable that suits your requirements and prioritize yourself and see that the subjects are actually given time where your mind is more fresh and receptive. I would encourage so. So, my dear students, my dear parents, I hope you've I hope you have found all these tips very, very useful. Listen to music, go out for walks, do yoga, do meditation, sing a song. If you're fond of music, if you're fond of playing any instrument, please do so. If you want to watch TV, please do so for some time. There is absolutely nothing wrong. But keep away from all kinds of social media distractions like Facebook, Instagram, and avoid negative talk as much as possible. Avoid comparing yourself with others. Whatever you have prepared, be confident about it. That's what is the mantra for success. So, my dear students, I hope you have found all the tips very, very useful. And what I would like to add is I have started counseling for class 10 CBSE students. So, if you have any doubts related to any subject or language, or if you are finding it stressful, if you are feeling anxiety, if you are feeling worried, if you are facing examination stress or a burnout, feel free to reach out to me, and I am available on 799 377 1318. So it's bye bye from Gurukul Academy, and hope you give your best for your board exams. Feel free to contact me for any kinds of exam related doubts. Feel free to contact me, feel free to reach out to me for counseling if you are feeling stressed out, if you are feeling burnt out, if you feel that you are not able to optimize your preparation levels. Feel free to contact me for any tips and guidance that you need from me, whether it is related to your subject or whether it is related to your exam related stress. So, my dear students, signing off now and wishing you all the best for your board exam preparation. Bye.